What's up, observers? Hope you're ready for another great episode. John, Austin, and Stan are ready to entertain you, hopefully make your day better, whether you're listening to the show when it drops or if you're, one of the people who get to it later in the week or later in the month or later in the year. Whenever you listen to it, it's fine. It's going to brighten your day.
As long as you listen to it.
Yeah. Yeah. How you guys doing?
It's been a week, man. But you know what? Super Bowl's tomorrow, so
Super Bowl.
Excited about that.
Who you taking?
Tom Brady.
You taking Tom Brady?
I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Tom Brady. He's gonna win his 7th Super Bowl.
Chiefs, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs too because I don't want Tom to win.
I love both teams, but I love Tom Brady. I
like Gronk, but I want the Chiefs to win.
Haters gonna hate on Tom Brady. You can't hate greatness. You shouldn't hate greatness, and he is the greatest.
I mean, people hate LeBron.
Yeah, but they shouldn't. He's great.
Also, how old is Patrick Mahomes? Isn't he like 24, 25? That's crazy.
25, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's just crazy to me.
He just got a $500 million contract.
Yeah.
That's so much money.
He bought the part of the Royals.
Yeah. He's got it going on.
Yeah, he's pretty much set for life.
Yeah.
So, you keep doing you, Patrick. Plus, he's got that State Farm commercial.
Killing it.
He's really raking it in.
All the money.
He's about to have a kid. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
As long as he can avoid any kind of scandal, he should be fine.
Yeah.
Just don't punch, any women or children. Although Tyreek seems to be doing fine, and he's done all of those things.
Yeah, those tend to be frowned upon for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, they do football when they're not supposed to do football, as producer Amy says.
Speaking of producer Amy,
yeah,
you have some news that we kind of hinted at in a previous podcast.
Yeah. So last episode, I kind of dropped the knowledge that I'm getting married. So I said in the last episode that I was planning a wedding, which Amy and I really haven't shared anything on social media that we're engaged.
You're not even dating on Facebook, so to go from nothing to engage, that's 0 to 60 real quick.
Yeah, but it was really a test to see who of my friends and family listened to the podcast because I had people coming out of the woodworks being like, "Oh, you're getting married, huh?" And I had to tell them. So, getting married.
Yeah, congratulations.
In October.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. So that kind of brings me to the question I wanted to. I mean, it's a little over a month into the new year. So what do you guys think has been the best part of 2021? I mean, for me, it's probably getting married or getting engaged.
Yeah.
About to get hitched.
For me, I think my stocks are doing so good right now.
You buy some at GameStop?
I did not. But I think overall, like my stocks are up over 25% this past year.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
So, killing the game.
Attaboy. I think for me, and this might sound trivial, I just shaved, or not shaved, I trimmed my beard. And it's like I don't know, it just gets in the way. There's so much upkeep.
You look like a completely different man.
Yeah.
I look.
Looks good.
It took a while to get used to it.
Oh, I like
Still getting used to it, but I like it better.
It does look good.
Just easier to maintain.
Looks better.
Observers, what do you think? Go on YouTube. Tell us, what do you think? What do you think of Stan's new beard cut?
Should he shave it all off and look like a neo-Nazi?
Should he have formed the shavings into a wig and worn it as a toupee?
Should I cut my hair and donate to Stan for a wig?
I still have the beard shavings. I put them in a plastic bag.
Gross.
Because I'm going to have a Viking funeral, and I'm going to burn it.
That's strange.
It is.
It is.
But it's
You're going to have a Viking, or are you going to go out to a pond or something?
Well, I guess it won't be like a...
Are you going to shoot it with a burning arrow?
I'm just doing it in the backyard. But I'm paying homage to my glorious beard.
Are you going to put it on the...
That was not so glorious.
Was it
you remember how we were talking the other day about how weirdos attract weirdos?
Yeah, you guys must be real weird, because I'm out there.
Been friends for a while.
Yeah.
Someone lighting their beard hair on fire and didn't even shave his whole beard off.
Yeah.
Just cut loose some of it.
Most of it.
Yeah, most of it, but still.
A lot of it.
John, are you going to set your hair on fire after you cut it?
No, I'm donating it.
No, he's giving it to me, remember?
Donating is charity. Someone's gonna have a wig.
Are you charity?
I'm a charity case, yeah.
Yeah, look, he doesn't have any hair.
Somebody needs it. Might as well be me.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's gonna go to someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I think that would be the weirdest thing in the world. to
Well,
wear John's
first of
hair.
all, yeah. I mean, it's not even the same color. I don't know if they can change that.
I mean, mine's
like
a
a dye,
dark brown, but it wouldn't
not black.
match. No.
Yeah. Well, someone can have it. Someone has that had black hair that does not no longer has hair will get it. So
All right. Well, go ahead. Follow us on social media. Twitter, we're at Party Observers. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Third Party Observers. So go give us a follow. Show drops every Monday.
6 a.m.
The video shot of the podcast is also on YouTube. Or same time, 6 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you would rather watch it versus just listen to it, you can do that. You can see Stan's beautiful beard trim, and you can see John and Austin's ugly mugs. So go give us a follow, and then normally we'll push some other content out on YouTube. We had some difficulties with the last episode, so it did not get pushed out. But hopefully we can avoid that in the future. So before we get started with our first segment, I did want to share a story of something I saw. It's not a long story, so
Let's hear it.
so I'm coming home from work a couple days ago, and I'm getting off the highway. There's a car ahead of me at the stop sign. This homeless guy is walking across the street,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got a little blanket over him, but he's kind of strutting. He's strutting. He's animate. He stops in front of this car, and he kind of looks at him, and it kind of looked like he started talking to him. And I was like, oh, he's going to start asking him for money. No, he chugs a chocolate milk and then emphatically slams it on the ground and then just keeps on marching.
Are you sure it was a chocolate milk?
I mean, it was like a milk container. It was like the little like Highland kind of things you can get at a gas station. And I just thought, man, that's a guy who really enjoys chocolate milk. And I just
wanted to share it with the world.
I had to share it because, I mean, I couldn't tell if he did it like emphatically or out of rage. Off. But he just did it and then just kept strutting on down the road. And I bet that car was so confused or frightened. I don't know.
Probably both.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
All right. Well, you guys ready to get into this first segment?
Let's do it.
Bring it on.
Okay. So we are trying out a new segment for us. We're calling it True Confessions. The point of the segment is we've each written 2 statements and sealed them in 2 different envelopes. One of the statements is something true, true confession that is either an event that has happened to us, or something about our personality, something we're confessing. Mm-hmm. The other one is a lie, but we're gonna, one of the other people will pick the envelope, we'll pull it out, we'll read it. The other people will have, I don't know, like a minute or 2 to ask any questions that they have about whatever was written, and then we've got to decide whether we think it was a truth or a lie.
Yeah.
So this is really about, how good of a storyteller are you? How good of a liar are you?
Well, it's hard too because we're all good friends, and so
we've known each other for a long time.
We know a lot about each other.
I've told you a lot of stories.
Yeah, I've told you a lot of lies.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what my second one is. I had a few.
Well, then we won't start with you. John, you want to start?
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
All right. Oof. Choose this one because it's closer.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm kind of excited for it. I'm kind of nervous.
I'm also a little bit nervous. All right.
I want to learn something new about John.
All right. So, in junior college, I took a lot of blended classes, and so we had a lot of online tests and quizzes in them, and so in my gen eds, I would take those online quizzes and tests for other people for money as a way to earn gas money and buy Taco Bell.
Was it because you were just so smart? Did people come to you, or did you advertise your services?
They came to me because like I was talking with some of my friends that after one of the tests and I got like 110, and they were like, "You got 110? I got like a 53. And like, can you take this for me?" And I was like, "If you pay me money." So
How much did you charge?
Yeah.
I charged $30 for A's, $20 for B's.
You gave them letter grades?
well,
Like you could
Yeah.
let them choose the letter grade?
well, like so, like because I didn't want to feel like they were getting ripped off if like I messed something up and got them a B.
Oh,
and so,
so-
like if
so you
so
didn't
if
say
I-
I'm going to get you an A or I'm going to get you a
yeah.
B.
So like if I like I'll do it, but like if I get you an A, I'm charging you $30 if it's a B.
That's so funny.
How much money did you make?
Over the course of junior college, probably $200 or $300.
That's pretty good.
So 10 or so.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you decide to shut it down?
When I left at junior college.
Okay.
Because
So
you
you
did
did
it the whole time
You
you
did
were
it
there?
all through.
Yeah, 'cause,
Seminole.
Because OSU was much harder.
Couldn't cheat as easily.
You didn't want to offer your services and
Yeah.
get shot down.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
would you cheat for the person? Would you just go to their house?
Yeah. So, well, I lived in the dorms the whole time, so like
Uh,
I'd just go to their dorm room and I'd take their test for them.
On their computer?
you
Yeah.
set a meeting place, show
Yeah.
up, grab the
Yeah, we
cash,
just hang out
take the
and-
test.
Yeah, because I mean, it's junior college, you know everybody already. So I
That's
was
true.
Friends with them all.
Mm-hmm. What classes did you do most?
So history, I did world literature
Mm-hmm.
and some psychology.
Mm. Mm. Interesting. I think I know what my guess is. Do you have any further questions?
I don't have any further questions. I think it's true.
I think it's true too. I think this is absolutely
It's-
something John has done. The
Yeah.
only thing that makes me nervous is that this seems like something he'd be proud of, and he would have told us before.
Mm.
Why would he keep it a secret?
I keep
Although
a
it
lot
is
I
kind
keep-
of
I
a-
keep a lot of secrets.
It is kind of a
I do think he maybe has told me this before, but
Yeah.
I have not. Maybe it's something else.
Oh yeah.
I feel like he's charged friends from Seminole for something.
For
So
some
it could have
type
been
of
another
service
service. John will do anything for money. So
Listen,
he could
there's a
have
price
fantastic.
for there's a price for everything.
he could have been a lady
John
of the night.
can be bought. Ooh.
I was not a lady of the night. If anything, I was a gentleman of the
All right. I am
right.
sticking with my answer. I think it's true.
All right, John, is it true?
It is not true.
No!
I was offered.
That was a good
I was
one.
offered money, but I was still young and innocent, and I was like,
Young and innocent.
Ah.
What? John's never been young.
but yeah, I was offered. People wanted me to do it, but I declined because I was like, oh, what if I get caught? And then like, what if I get in trouble?
Mm-hmm.
Like now, I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I would do it.
That's so funny. Yeah, because there's not really any way that you could. It's not like the professors are coming and monitoring.
Right.
If you're doing it from their
I was
computer.
like, but I was just nervous, like as
That's
first time
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I
Just a
didn't want to do
kid.
it. Just a kid.
All right, good work. I really thought that was something
you had me
told
fooled.
Maybe it was that you had been offered and
Yeah.
you never did it, but
Yeah.
I just assumed that you would have done it.
I want that one.
Okay. I'm so excited. I don't.
All right, Austin. Is it a truth or is it a lie?
Okay. So once in high school, I was late to class because I sharded myself.
Okay. What class was it?
It was one of our biomedical sciences class. It was not a normal high school class, but we had them.
Interesting.
Biomedical.
What grade were you in?
10th grade, or not 10th grade, 11th grade.
Do you? I know you have some pretty stinky farts. Do you have a history of
It's a brewer.
bowel control issues?
The Brewers,
It's a Bruin.
the Brewers have a history of going to the bathroom on themselves, or in their pants, not necessarily on themselves, but
on yourself.
having accidents or maybe getting in a little bit of hurry.
Yeah.
Really, the moral of the story was since that day, I've never trusted a fart again.
Yeah, that's
which
fair.
was
If it's true.
it should have known. I mean, the Brewer household talks about it enough. Never trust a fart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what was the aftermath? What'd you do? How'd you?
I had to go
handle the
home. It
situation?
was after lunch. So in Choctaw, or it's kind of in between Choctaw and Harrah, there's a gas station called Rockies, and a lot of kids would go there for lunch because they had a bunch of fried food. They had a grill, like you could get some fried burritos, which were pretty good, but they also did kind of run through you. So Yeah, it just kind of happened on the way back to.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was necessarily a direct result of eating at Rocky's, but nevertheless, I sharded myself. So then I had to go home and I had to change because I didn't have it.
What kind of pants were you wearing?
Probably just khakis or khaki shorts. It's what was my general.
Did you throw them away?
I didn't need to throw away the shorts.
Just the underwear.
I had to throw away the undies.
Did you get in trouble
Why would I get in trouble?
for being late to class?
Oh, no.
I feel like that's understandable. You go to the administrator's office and say, "Hey, I shit my pants.
Yeah,
I gotta go."
I would probably just. Yeah, I probably just was like, hey, something came up. I probably didn't go into too much detail if I shit myself.
All right. I don't
Okay,
have
so
any
this
more
is-
questions.
This is hard because it's believable.
I don't
but
think it's true.
I'm gonna go with true.
I don't think it is because we've talked about pooping our pants before. Not obviously
it's
not
never
on
came
air,
up?
and it's never come up.
Mm.
So I know it's a brewer tradition to poop your pants.
A brewer tradition.
No, no, it's not a tradition. No,
Well, it's a common
An
occurrence.
unfortunate thing that happens.
is pooping yourself the same thing as sharding? Because sharding is like you kind of fart and just a little bit comes out.
Okay, I was
kinda-
thinking like
I kinda-
full blown diarrhea.
I kind of
no.
consider it the same. I would say,
Yeah.
but okay.
I'd say a shart. I think that's believable. I still think that's true
I'm gonna say I'm not changing my stance. I'm not. It's not
because
true.
I don't know if even if you had the conversation if sharding would constitute actually pooping in your pants.
It's true. Like I
I'm
know
sticking with true.
I know he doesn't trust farts, which no one should.
They're dangerous. So they're a lot of times they feel like they're going to be great.
Yeah. And
They're
surprise!
disaster.
All right, what's
All
the
right.
verdict?
It is false.
I knew it.
I'm 0 for 2.
Best friends.
Yeah,
John got it
I
right.
guess so.
All right, Stan.
Here we go.
I choose my left.
This one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Also, Austin just isn't late for things.
Yeah, well, I would be if
Well,
I sharded
yeah,
myself.
obviously.
Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. Is it a truth or is it a lie? I was once charged by a Kodiak brown bear while camping in Alaska.
How old were you?
6th grade, 5th grade.
Were you by yourself or were you with your family?
I was with my dad. We'd go on camping trips together.
How'd you get away?
So brown bears a lot of times will like charge at you and then like front. So we were at a river, and whenever you go camping in Alaska, it's really stupid not to bring a bear gun with you. So my dad had his bear gun, which is like a 41 Magnum, big old pistol, and he shot a shot towards it, and then it ran off. But it was man, those things are so big. It was terrifying.
They are big.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you're in Alaska. Where at in Alaska?
So we lived in Anchorage, and I was young enough to where I didn't know exactly where it was, but my dad would take us to this river, and we'd go camping. And his thing was gold mining. He liked to like dredge for gold in the river. So that's why we were close to water, and obviously bears come out and like try to fish for fish, salmon, whatever.
Did you find any gold?
Yeah, found a little bit.
On that
So
trip?
he got a little bit on every trip. It wasn't much, and you're getting like little flakes and nuggets and stuff. But you're not like pulling out tons and tons of gold because all that stuff's already been mined by like big companies. You're just kind of getting
Right.
the leftovers.
Yeah.
How far away were you from this bear?
Yeah. How close did it
He
get?
probably stopped charging about 20 feet away. We were on the bank of the river, and it was
he
kind of
ac-
shallow.
Was he across the river from you?
He started across the river.
But then he went into the river.
Mm-hmm.
How old were you?
5th grade. Whatever. Was that 11? Something like that.
I don't know.
We
did
moved
you
from
pee
Alaska
yourself?
when I was like, no, I didn't pee myself.
Did
I
you-
was hiding behind my dad, though.
Did you
I was-
poop yourself?
No, I did not.
Interesting. All right. I feel like this is true.
I'm gonna say it's false.
I think it's
Because I feel like this is a story that would come up. I mean,
yeah, but it also like this is kind of something that would happen to Stan. I'm gonna say true. I think
all
it's
right,
true.
I'm locking in false.
It is indeed false.
Nice.
Dang it.
Yeah.
So I'm one and one.
So Stan went 0 for 2.
I went 1 and 1.
We both went 1 for 1.
Disappointing.
All right.
I'm real good at these competitions, guys.
So we all told lies.
Just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, that's a shame because I was really excited for my
Well, next
truth.
time, yeah, my truth the next time is also like when we do this segment again, it'll be fine.
Yeah, coming up with the lies is hard because I mean, as you said, we are friends. Like we, you know, we've known each other.
It's hard to pull a fast one.
I mean, what Stan? You and I have known each other since 2013.
13, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
John, you and I are like 2014.
Yeah,
Something
and then
like
we've
that.
been living together for the past 3 years.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff comes up.
Yeah, it does. Does indeed.
Yeah, but you know, kind of similar to sometimes what comes up is talking about fears, what you're afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings us to today's draft, and we are
Scary.
we are going to be drafting our worst fears. So this isn't. We're not necessarily drafting like, oh man, it would suck to be afraid of this. It's
Yeah.
like, oh man, this.
These are things that I'm legitimately scared of.
Yeah, so it's going to be a fun one. I'm sure by the end of it, I'm going to be a little bit on edge because I will have chosen 4 things and talked about 4 things that I'm a little bit afraid of.
Yeah.
And so, and there's not a lot of like things that I'm really afraid of, but there are a lot of things that I just don't want to happen. I don't
Right.
want to be involved with.
Like none of these are crippling fears, but it's like they do make me very nervous and uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a better way to describe it than like, you know, I'm not going to be like shaking or
Right.
anything, but as soon as I'm going to be on edge.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to have the,
My heart will be beating
NBS.
faster. And, yeah, NBS is
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah. So I have the first pick, and I mean, there are a couple things that I think maybe I'm actually maybe more afraid of, but there's none that I'm more like aware of when they're present and more that I hate, and that is snakes. Maybe snakes shouldn't be the 101, but they're the 101 for me, and I hate them. Someone
Snakes
shared
are scary. Like, ugh.
someone shared a Facebook post of it was like some person who like reads water meters, and it was like, always make sure you really investigate the inside of the water meter before you reach your hand
Does that
down in
happen a
there.
lot?
Because they took a picture and there was like 5 rattlesnakes.
Oh my gosh.
And
It gives me the heebie-jeebies
I was like,
thinking about
no. I used to have a recurring nightmare as
Yeah.
a kid
Uh-huh.
because I, for some reason, as a kid, watched the movie Anaconda. Thanks, Mom. You know, and I had a dream that like a boa constrictor was like in my bed with me and like, you know, slithering up the bed. I hate it. I hate it. Snakes are the worst.
Yeah, whenever like if you're ever on those dating web things like Hinge or like Tinder or whatever, you see if someone has a profile picture with their snake, automatic no.
Okay.
Automatic no.
People who like snakes or have snakes as pets,
Yeah, weirdos.
weirdos.
I'm one of those weirdos.
Yeah.
I don't have one currently. I used to.
Yeah. Well, you are.
I would never have one again.
Yeah, I hate them.
When I was a kid, I liked some weird stuff.
My biggest fear is clowns. They freak me
Oh.
out.
Fair.
Like one time, it's still I hate it. So like at like haunted houses and stuff, like you know, there's always these demon clowns, and
No
at
thanks.
one of the ones here in Tulsa, they can like touch you and stuff. And so I went with my friends, and my friends are giant dillweeds. And they let the clowns know I did not like them. And there's this one that would just follow me around. He would touch me. And I hate it. Clowns are, to me, like, first of all, I don't really like kids that much. And so when you want to dress up and put makeup and stuff on and all the stuff that you do for clown stuff for kids, that just weirds me out already.
Yeah.
But and then yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I made you watch both of the It's.
Yeah, I mean, then those were entertaining movies. They were good, but they were scary.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't actually watch the first one. I watched the second one. Did I watch
Oh.
it with you guys?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I don't think
remember.
so.
Oh, I might have watched that one in the theaters. Anyway, yeah, not fun.
Yeah, clowns are scary.
I'm not a huge scary movie fan. I do like watching scary movies with people because it's fun to watch everyone else get scared. And
I'm the guy that gets
react
scared.
to the jump scares.
John is real jumpy.
Yeah.
Okay, my first pick. I feel like this is a pretty common one. Getting burned alive. Like when you're sleeping at night and you wake up and your house is on fire. Because that happens
that
to a lot of
happens
people, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that would be the most likely situation that it would happen. Like you don't realize it's happening. Your smoke alarm doesn't go off fast enough, and it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
what
a terrible
a way to go. That would suck so bad.
Hopefully you die of
That'd
smoke
be
inhalation
miserable.
first.
Well, I think you almost always do.
Yeah. But man,
No, that's
No thanks.
It would be scary.
Yeah.
gross.
I
I get two.
Yeah.
You're up again.
All right. I think I'm gonna stick with my night theme. My at night fears. Lots of scary things happen at night.
Yeah, listen, there's a reason
Okay.
why people are scared of the dark.
Yeah. So, spiders don't really freak me out, generally. But have you ever heard, and I don't know if this is real or not, but it freaks me out. Have you ever heard that sometimes spiders might like crawl in your mouth at night?
Oh,
And people,
yeah. That happens
people
a lot
ingest
all the
spiders
time. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard
a certain
of
number every year.
it. Yeah.
Oh, but waking up and having a spider like crawling down your throat, can you imagine?
Nope.
Oh,
So is your
Whoa.
fear spiders or is your fear night spiders
night spiders.
or eating spiders?
No, my fear is waking up with one in my mouth and then like,
Crunching it.
yeah. Oh, can you imagine?
That's
And
gross.
if it like bites you right before it dies.
That reminds me of a movie trailer. I haven't seen the movie because it actually looks creepy, but it's called Goodnight Mommy.
Oh, yeah, that
And
one was
I haven't
scary.
seen it.
So this mom gets like facial reconstruction surgery, and so she's like all bandaged up, and the kids, she's like, her personality totally changed. The kids think that it's not the same person, and so they start like testing it out, and at some point, like she's sleeping, and they put a cockroach in her mouth. And
No.
then,
She crunches
like,
it.
She kind of wakes up and she just like starts eating it.
No.
And,
Yeah.
That makes me think of like Fear Factor. I could never be
Oh,
on that show.
yeah.
They eat so much disgusting stuff.
Yeah.
Cockroach. Oh.
And you're only
they're
doing it
like
for
the
50
big
grand.
ones.
It's
Yeah, it's not even that much money.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
My second one is heights. I'm scared of heights.
Fair.
Whenever, like, when we went on vacation to the Utah and stuff, like, oh, I want to take my picture here. Well, I've got to get close to the edge. Well, that was terrifying.
Especially that Horseshoe Canyon one where there's like no walls or rails to keep you from falling over the edge. You can get right up there.
yeah.
Anytime anytime I'm near the edge, I always make sure I'm at least a little bit away from. I'm not right up on it.
Oh no,
because-
yeah, no. Although,
and I don't like looking over things. Like even if I'm perfectly safe, I don't want to look down and
Yeah.
something like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm 50 floors high. Nah.
Yeah.
I went to the Grand Canyon one time. Actually, the time you were supposed to go with me, and I went by myself. Thanks for that
Oops.
again. I went, and there's spots at the Grand Canyon. Most of them have walls, but you can like walk out to different areas.
Yeah.
And there's a boulder, two big boulders, and they're pretty sharp edges, and they weren't too far, but you can like jump across, and it's pretty big falls on either side. But I'd like jumped across, and then I sat on the very edge so that I could like take a picture of my feet dangling over the edge of the Grand Canyon, and it was terrifying. You're like just barely sneaking up to the edge there, and you don't want to lean forward at all. And
Well, then like once you're sitting down, it's
fine.
I feel fine, but
Yeah.
then it's like when
you
you
gotta
start
stand up.
trying to get back up, you're like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm nervous the whole time.
yeah.
That's funny.
All right. Oh, this is a fun draft. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't really so much a physical thing as it is just a mental thing, and that is failure.
Yeah.
I think I just growing up, I didn't want to, disappoint. I was a straight A student all the time. I didn't want.
Didn't you get straight A's all through high school, college, and your master's degree?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's
I should have a
insane.
4.0, but that's another story for another time. But,
Did you not? Did you get like a B in one class?
No, they did like an A minus, but it was this teacher
Ah.
who used just a grading scale different from every other professor.
So like a 92 was a...
Yeah, like everyone else used a 93 and she used a 92, and I think, or vice versa,
Yeah.
and I was like a 92.9.
and she didn't round up?
No.
Oh my gosh,
So-
that would piss me
But
off.
anyway, so like failure, like
Yeah.
of in any way of letting someone down,
Yeah.
or dropping the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's that kind of weighs on me.
Mm-hmm.
Makes for a fun life. So snakes and failure, and then I am going to go. This is kind of back to the snakes, but the ocean.
The ocean.
The ocean. I know that that's not really a common one, but we just don't know a lot about what's in there, and I don't like that. And then you can't see most of the, like unless you're in an area where really clear waters, you can't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same with lakes and
Yeah.
stuff, but in the lakes there's not, sharks. There's not
those freshwater sharks.
Larger creatures that could
Yeah.
take a leg.
yeah, there's not jellyfish floating around that are going to sting
that would
me.
be terrible.
I don't really think about like stepping on, a coral reef or something, like slicing open my foot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think about the undertow getting swept away in the current.
That's scary.
Yeah,
That's
and,
terrifying.
and I'm not a strong swimmer, so
Yeah.
I'm not on board with the ocean. And then the megalodon,
Yeah,
which I don't really believe in, but
it's real. That's
giant squid. Yeah, there's just all these weird things, and I know a lot of those things are way down deep. But
Giant squid.
I'm not messing with it. I'm not taking the chance. So
fair.
I will go to the beach and I will sit on it and I
Mhm.
will drink an umbrella drink, and then I will let other people risk their dumb lives in the ocean.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Mine is needles. I don't like
Oh,
getting
that's a big
shots.
one.
I don't want your vaccines. I don't. Yeah.
I'm sensing a trend here, John.
I don't need it. I've got that strong immune system. I don't need the needles trying to get into me. I hate it.
I can beat that COVID by myself.
Those needles trying to get into me.
Yeah, I'm not into the needles.
He didn't want the tracking devices.
Yeah, I don't want the government tracking me. So get out of here, needles. We don't need you.
We don't need you. We don't want you.
Yeah, I don't know. Needles have never really bothered me, but I know that it is now do I want to just like handle a bunch of needles? No. But
Yeah. What if someone gives me Hep C or something?
yeah,
I don't know.
that's something I've never worried about.
Well, I'm not going to because I say no to needles.
Okay.
All right. For my last two, let's see. Let's continue on the night terrors trend. I don't know. So I was thinking about things that I'm actually afraid of, and not a whole lot of things come to mind. I feel like in the moment you're going to be a lot more afraid of things than just thinking about them. But one experience that I had, and if anyone else has had this experience, I think they'll agree with me, is that sleep paralysis can be the most scary thing in the world. When I experienced it, so I guess it's like a state in between, like if you're in your REM cycle sleep or some phase of sleep, if you get woken up, you're like awake and conscious, but you're
move.
paralyzed, you can't move.
Interesting.
So I woke up in the middle of the night one time, and my bathroom door was open, and my towel hanging up looked, I swear, like a person. There was a person in my house. It was actually a towel, but I was like friggin' terrified, and I went to yell at this guy, like, "What the F are you doing in my house?" And nothing came out, and I just laid there, and I was like moaning. I was like, and I couldn't speak. I couldn't get up. I wanted to like go get a gun so I could shoot this guy, and all I could do was like lay there in bed, like moan, like
Chewbacca's in the house.
I was so scared. I didn't sleep the rest of that was at like 2 a.m. I was up the rest of the night. My heartbeat got so fast. My adrenaline was pumping.
Man, I've got a funny story to
Oh
tell
my
about
gosh, that was
all your
the scariest thing.
night scares and stuff.
Well, go for it. I've still got another pick.
Okay. Yeah. Well, no, I'll save it till the end
But okay.
if we have time.
Okay, so sleep paralysis. Let's finish it off with. Okay, so this was in the news a little while ago. Asian giant hornets.
Oh, the murder hornets.
The murder hornets.
Yeah, which kind of just
They're
got swept
like
under
this
the rug.
big. They're gigumongous. I got stung by like a red wasp, which is nothing to shake a stick at, but that's like less than a third of the size of these Asian giant hornets. Can you imagine getting stung or swarmed? Like you would die.
Swarmed.
Dead.
Yeah. Ugh.
Immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, it's murder hornets are scary, and they just kind of got swept under the rug in 2020. So I've got a couple that make me pretty nervous, and one of them's gonna make me sound awful. but I'm gonna go with it anyways.
Bring it on, John.
Little people.
What? John?
You're not even far off from a little person.
I know, but for some reason, whenever I see them, like at the state, like whenever they're at the fair or at the carnival or something, just something about it makes me nervous. And I know they shouldn't because they're just people that are just shorter than other people. But I don't know.
What's the cutoff to be a little person?
I don't know, but they make me nervous.
I think it's less than 4 foot.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I know it's awful of me, but for some reason they just make me
creep you
nervous.
out.
They just make me nervous. I can't help it.
And are you specifically talking about the ones at the fair and the circus?
Well, you don't see them a whole lot of other places, or I don't anyway.
You don't see them just out in public
I
because
mean,
they're
you do.
normal people?
You do, but like
I can't tell you if I've ever
Like you only see them at,
that's the places where you see them the most often.
yeah.
And they
According to littlepeopleofamerica.com, it's anyone with an adult height of 4 foot 10 inches or less.
Oh.
I always feel like they're only like waist high, and I'm not
Some of
even-
them are.
I'm not even very tall. Like I'm only like 5'4".
I've seen,
But-
not in person, but I've seen a midget. There's like a bodybuilder, and he was
They're called little people,
Thick.
Stan.
okay. Small person, midget. They have different names.
I don't-
Dwarf.
I think midget might be like
Is it offensive?
one of the offensive words.
I apologize. I was unaware.
I
Anyway.
don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm an awful person. I know, but
Yeah, you're the one that picked it. Why are you getting on me,
I
John?
just call them people.
yeah, they just make me nervous.
That's
so, okay.
That's a cool guy over there.
All right. Clown, heights, needles, little people. I went snakes, failure, ocean. What do I do with... So there was one that's kind of like the sleep paralysis that I'm not gonna draft. But have you guys heard of locked in syndrome?
No.
So it's where you're fully conscious and your eyes can move, but you're you're paralyzed elsewhere. So you can't talk, you can't do anything else, you can't move.
Oh, but it's a
But
condition.
you're fully conscious, yeah.
So like it's that like that forever.
Yeah, it's sleep paralysis, but you know.
That would be terrible.
Yeah. So, but I'm not going to draft it because it's pretty similar to sleep paralysis, except it's a syndrome and it's your life. So I think a couple other picks that I thought about. Dementia. That seems like that'd be pretty scary to at times not have any idea, who you are, where you are, who people are around you. I'm a little bit afraid of horses, but that's not,
They're so gentle.
I've
Except for
I've
when
just
they're
never
not.
ridden one, and I don't want to get kicked by one, and they're just big.
That'd be a rough.
I've been kicked twice
day.
by them.
Yeah,
Really?
they're just big. I just don't
Ugh.
really want to mess with it.
My mom
So
was riding a horse one time, and the horse brushed up against a tree trying to knock her off, and it like broke one of her ribs.
Yeah, absolutely.
but I'm not drafting horses. Instead, for my last pick, I'm drafting being buried alive, because that sounds awful.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it plays into, having, claustrophobic, and then just slowly losing,
Suffocating.
suffocating.
There's a couple different fears that go. Yeah,
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it would be miserable.
yeah. One of my honorable mentions was drowning,
Yeah,
which
Same,
is
yeah.
kind of similar.
I
But
didn't put
that's
that-
almost worse because you can breathe, but you're still dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see anything. Think about all the spiders that are going to eventually get in there,
Crawl in your mouth.
crawl in your mouth,
Down your
But
throat.
yeah. All right, snakes, failure, ocean, buried alive. John, you went clowns, heights, needles, and little people, and then Stan being burned alive, spiders crawling in your mouth, sleep paralysis, and murder hornets. So
One of my honorable mentions was geese. They're so
They're
mean.
mean.
geese are mean.
They're
They're
really
so
mean.
mean, and they're like, ugh. I'm not like. They make me nervous. I'm not. I guess I don't know if I'm scared. Well, I am scared of them, like up close, because they'll attack you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kick it, I guess, but they
Just
are
grab its
mean.
head and
yeah.
swing it around like the Hulk did to Loki in the Avengers.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to tell a short story about Stan went with like a lot of scary things at night. So, like one of the a lot of if you believe it, supernatural stuff happens at night. So one time, Austin and I went with our friend Macy to a
Oh my gosh.
to a.
I don't know if there's enough time.
Yeah,
for
well, I'm
this.
gonna try to hurry. We went on a ghost hunt.
This is a different story.
Obviously, we were being just total. We were being like completely.
Jerks.
Yeah, we weren't paying any attention. We were just having a good time. All these other people were taking it seriously. So like one of the houses where we were like, oh, like, hey, where someone was supposedly murdered. Like, hey, if you can hear us, give us a sign, knock on the wall or whatever. So like they did that, and then I was like, so I just knocked on my arm. I was like, and they're like, what? What's going on? Oh, it's so funny. We were cracking up. We obviously never confessed to them that that was me. Just like,
No, they figured it out.
oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, our friend was like, I'm pretty sure that was John knocking on his arm. And then everyone was like, that makes total sense.
Why'd she give him up?
Yeah, it was.
That's funny.
It was so that was a fun time.
Yeah, if you ever have a chance to go on a ghost hunt in Guthrie, do it.
Yeah, it is.
It's
$20
it's fun.
and it's about 4 hours of pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, the Twitter poll is going to go up on Monday, so be sure to go check it out and vote. And then also, let us what are you afraid of?
Yeah.
You know, what are some fears that we didn't capture that you're like, nope, not
happening.
not doing that.
Because there's lots more.
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doing research for this, it came up a lot of weird fears that people have and phobias. So, but with that, we're going to get out of here. So we will catch you on the flippity flip.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Flippity flip.
I can never remember if I'm supposed to start that before I start saying
Yeah.